It's the time to get down.
The bottom line is that hold on. Yes, I speak to Deveaux, please. Yes, I know.
Hello.
And guess what? I decided to answer the phone live because my favorite friend, who is actually calling me all the time from the East Coast, never ever remembers I'm live on the show. So I'm gonna bust her out without saying her name. You're laughing right now, aren't you? I want you guys to know I talk to my favorite friend every day, and she calls me all the time during the show. Now, okay, here we go.
We want to know, what does she need?
Okay, you say hi.
Good morning.
Okay, and and I'm your favorite friend, and you like calling me during the show, right?
I don't know. Morning coffee was back on
And how often do you talk to me about morning coffee?
all the time. I'm trying to book people on morning coffee.
Thank you. See, I want to give her props. You know what? I'm gonna call you Mrs. Tea Leaves. I'll call you that. Okay, Methuselah. All right. I want to thank my Mrs. Tea Leaves. She always works to get people on the show. One day you will meet her, you guys, but every day she's consciously working from afar, 3,000 miles away, and that's her job. And she does it big time, but I can't bust her out like that. So, I have to call you back. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's right. All right, have a great show.
Yeah, all right. Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
All right, you guys. Here we go. All right, back to the matter at hand. Okay, I don't want to forget this because we're about to go to the next moment where Brandy gets to pick something. PMC, I am not going to say fetus and that other word, then leave us alone, don't nag. Brandy, did you just hear what PMC said? This is going
Is he
back.
calling me a nag?
No. What he's saying is, are the things, it relates to the things that men on his side, what he needs. We're talking about incentivizing. It sounds like PMC is reacting. Does a PMC seem or appear to want to say, I am in a process relationship. I just want 1, 2, 3. That's it. Don't take me left. Don't take me right. Does that appear to be what PMC is saying to you, Brandy? Notice what he said. He said, feed us. I'm not going to say the other thing.
Oh, yeah, I know. We all know that saying. Feed ya and stuff and go to sleep.
Look,
Leave us alone.
Leave us alone. So my whole point is, when a man feels like that, what is he really saying to you as a woman? And not to you personally, but when you hear that.
That he doesn't want to give me more.
Oh, wow. Well, now you know what? PMC, let me just say this. You're saying, well, first of all, let me say this. Will you be showing your wife the replay of this live segment? Yes or no? That's number one.
Well, he's going to show her the part where it says you need to have sex 3 times a week. Definitely everyone's going to see that part.
That's right. So here it is, PMC. The message I'm getting from you, man, is you have a role play and it should stay there. Okay. PMC is laughing his butt off. Maybe he's saying, yeah, more whatever. I tell you what, PMC, if you had to turn around and say, I can give a little bit more of this, what would it be? Anything out of the choices you have. If you have to, let me escalate the attention to my soulmate. What would it be? In the meantime, Brandy, I think when it comes to, if a man is doing the same thing over and over again, what is the easiest thing that takes less time that will satisfy that, hey, he's paying more attention to you? Won't require a lot. He can still do some of the same things he always does. What would that be?
Take me out to dinner. It's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple. Just dinner. And dinner becomes a routine, right?
Yes. So then does it become a boring routine?
See, the part that I said...
Then go to breakfast. And take my butt out to breakfast.
Thank you. So what you're saying is, don't stop doing what got you here when we first started dating. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Got you. Okay. Mac, I can't read some of the stuff you're saying, man. All right, I'm going to say it anyway. This is not me, you guys. Mac says, can S&M spice up your love life?
Depends on your girl.
Good one. Good one, Brandy. In other words, if the lady is saying, look, I'm all for it. Well, Mac, let me ask you this. What if she says, yes, it can. I just require you to step up at least 3.5 times a week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what would that mean? All right.
Somebody better go to the store and go shopping.
See, thank you. Brandy, It's envelope time.
Okay.
Got one?
Are we ready? Yes.
Here we go.
Dun, 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 dun.
I love this part. She is the subject. She reads it all, and she does the best she can. And PMC says, totally devoted to your needs without regard to things I want to do. Very good. Kind of late on that answer. That's okay. All right. What do you have there?
Okay. Am I supposed to be reading the highlighted yellow part?
Yes.
Miss Donald Trump. If I were Miss Donald Trump's mistress, I would want to show the world that I am really, really a true question mark, as my daughter says now. A queen, B, a princess, or C, a diva bitch. Gosh, I love the word princess. Lately I've been saying I am not living my pampered princess lifestyle.
Right.
So I would have to go with B, princess.
If you were his mistress, that's how you would want to be treated, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Because I'm not a diva bitch. And a queen almost puts you on the level of a diva bitch, but I think princess is a little sweeter because all girls always want to be a little princess.
And is there a time where women go from... And then, let me go to the part why that piece was written. Can you be a mistress and a princess at the same time?
Of course.
Is there anything wrong with that selection?
Yes.
Is there anything wrong with it if it's Donald Trump?
Well, there's something way wrong with it with Donald Trump. But if he's married, you shouldn't be the mistress anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me just ask this.
I wasn't even picturing Donald Trump when I was saying all this, so... Was not even thinking he was the man that I wanted to be his princess at all whatsoever.
Well, see, the caveat is that many women do end up in positions, men of power, who may not be the choice, but they just have that power. And that power translates over to a strange and strong attractiveness for women. Would you agree?
Yeah, of course. Power, money. Yeah. I mean, all of that stuff makes you sexy, even if you're not sexy.
There you go. So there are a lot of women out there who say, look, I'm probably not going to be his wife, but can I be something else and reap benefits as if I were his main girl?
There's a lot of women who want to reap benefits of somebody else. I never have got it. I've never been that girl. So I don't get that. But there's tons of girls, yes.
If you were his mistress and you had to actually give him advice on his hair, what would be the first thing you would tell him?
Oh, goodness. Through all these years, he just loves that hair. I don't know what to do with that hair. Do we dye it? I'm not really sure.
He's already dyeing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's real and it's got its thing and it's strange.
It's strange. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got you.
I mean, I like good hair. I would never run my fingers through that hair.
Why not?
Ever.
Wait a minute. But if you had to be on the red carpet, Donald, big time premiere, you're in Dubai, you'd roll like thunder, wouldn't you?
I would what?
Roll in like thunder. You would roll, wouldn't you?
Sure, why not?
Okay, got you. All right. Even though the perception would be that people would say, so Donald and you, right? And you would shake your head and say, what do you think, right? You wouldn't deny because that's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
The perception. All right. All right. On the other side of the coin, Mac, okay, you know what? I'm not going to go there, Mac. I'm going to leave you alone. Is there a second topic, Brandy, as it relates to men that you would like to covet? As far as what is it that you believe? Because this is your moment now. You get to sit back and express. You guys need to come back and watch me more often. I have some good ideas, some great ideas about how I can empower you to get the results you want from your woman. Because that sounds like what you're saying today is, let me show you what we need or tell you what we need. But at the same time, I'm telling you how to get empowered by it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, apparently you have to tell men what you want or you're not going to get it. And then they just don't understand. Yes.
So wait a minute. If that's the case.
Which I'm a bad talker. So essentially, I'm not the greatest at that because, yeah.
Okay, when you say you're a bad talker.
I'm not the best communicator.
And do you believe?
Because I feel like you should know what I want. It goes back to this same dumb things women do. You should know what I want. You should know. You should do the right thing without me ever having to say it.
I got you.
But then men walk around on this earth being like, I'm just doing what I do.
Kind of sound like Stallone. You know that, right? You sound like Stallone. Okay, let me say this. So what do you say? So do you have girlfriends right offhand that you go like and applaud and go, you got the right man because he is doing those things? Or is it just universal that not only maybe, and I'm not saying you, but that you don't find the examples with other women saying, I found the men not to group us all into one group, or are we all failing miserably?
No, there are some relationships and some men you go, oh yeah, he's got it, or at least he's getting it, or he's trying to get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there are obviously the rest of us, or not even the rest of us. That's bad.
Are you throwing yourself under the bus?
Oh, not me. I'm not throwing myself under the bus.
You're not throwing yourself under the bus.
The men in my life.
Sorry. All right, let me do this. Wait a minute. All right, PMC, he says, I admit we are stupid. First of all, there goes something that if I had the sound effects going in my
Yes.
hand, I know I would do it all day. It's near the lap, and you're going to hear sounds that's coming from Deveaux, not Deveaux, but Brandy. And good luck if you hear anything you like. I know. The other part is, he said, we can't read your mind. We need you to tell us exactly what you want. Well, Brandy, here's the part where the rubber meets the road. He's saying, even though I have a soulmate here, I still want you to tell me what you want. You're saying, once I become your soulmate, fool, you're supposed to know what I'm like. Take a chance. Go for it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, okay. That's a loaded question because you want them. That's the problem. We're always going to want you to know what you're supposed to do. Even if you are my soulmate, I have to get it. The fact that you're not going to.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I like the fact that he admits. That was very nice of you that you admit you're all just walking this earth like you do.
Right. I got you.
You trying to do the right thing, but you're not really accomplishing it at the same time.
Wow. So wait a minute. Okay. We're going to try to listen to you, Brandy, because you're saying you're not the best communicator.
No.
So
Yeah.
So the man has to take on the role of what they call guesswork.
Yeah, and they don't like to do that.
So wait a minute. If you know, here's the remedy for you now.
Yeah, exactly.
For the women that are like you, because Brandy, the part I like about Brandy.
I'm like a guy in a sense
That's
where I'm
right.
not a communicator. Like some women who can over communicate stuff to death, like they do. They beat you down
Right.
with it. Like they say, you're beating a dead horse over the topic because you didn't say anything in the first place.
Right. So the part is this. And I do talk to people a lot of times in the sense that I love when people are talking through what they call their head. They'll tell, it's like telling a story. This is what happened yesterday. But 50% of it actually happened. The other 50% is what that's going in their head.
Yeah.
Does that sometime become the problem? Because they're saying, if I can accomplish something with you, which is I'm playing the man role and you're the woman, of course. And I'm going, why should I guess 50% of the time? And then wonder if I start guessing and I start getting it wrong. And the only time you talk to me is when I get it wrong.
Exactly. Why do they not want to be around me when this happens?
Right. See, the part I think that happens, and I'm not saying in PMC, he says he never guesses right. So guesswork can be problematic because doesn't it sound like, and I have no idea, so please, guys, I'm not talking about marriage in the sense of my expertise. I have none. Doesn't it sound like what the woman is saying, look, we're married. I want you to keep working just as hard as if you just met me.
What is wrong with that? Why is there something wrong with this?
That's what I
mean,
do.
the women do the same thing. We get lazy sometimes, and we're not working as hard, obviously.
Right.
But, I mean, yes.
See, that's the part I'm saying. So now, PMC, let me talk to you from the other point of view. Knowing that the results that women tend to look at are the attempt makes them appreciate you because you're putting the effort and not exactly getting it right. Brandy, would you acknowledge in some kind of way that the attempt of him trying harder would be rewarding for him?
You should.
Do you?
Does that mean I do?
So,
On my way here, I was thinking, okay, I need to praise. You need to praise the good parts and not dwell on the bad parts sometimes.
Right.
Like if there's something going on and you're obviously women, we love to nag. So we're nagging you about something you did wrong rather than we need to figure out where there was the right piece and praise that part.
Wait a minute, I got you. In other words, they say the best way to, it's like are we like children? The best way to get the results from us is to say, if you decide to actually scold us or give us some candy while you're doing it to temper the reaction, is that the best way to approach it or one of the best ways?
Yes, and they say that, but it's so hard when you get to where we're scolding you. If I have to scold you, it gets ugly. I don't know why that happened.
So the candy's
We're
not
so
good.
disappointed that we got to the place of having to scold you. It's like
Right.
with our kids too.
Right.
Same thing. You're like, I just can't believe this is happening right now.
So you're like the ice cream man that comes down the street. The scolding's taking place, and that truck just whizzes on by because you are not giving any ice cream. You're not going to be the candy giver while you're doing what you're doing.
No, because I
Right.
went to the dark side. When you go to the dark side, sometimes, I don't know, for men, if you just need to walk away, but then you walk away, it's going to get even worse for you.
Right.
So that's a struggle.
That's a struggle. Guess who's coming in the studio?
Oh, yay!
And she's making it in like the queen. And I'm going to have to set her all up. I told you guys Deveaux was going to come.
Live already?
Yes! He's making me talk about men, and I'm talking about relationships and badonks.
You're missing it. You're
I
missing
thought you guys started at 11.
No, we're live. This is a wonderful. I want you guys to know that this is how important life is when you have a woman. Like I said, this is a princess, a queen. The third choice, we'll let her know later. Now, you want to get your
Yeah.
coffee?
Well, I did, but I mean, how
Good.
late am I? What time did you guys start?
10 o'clock.
No
Who knows?
way.
That's fine. We've just been chit-chatting.
That's right. 10 o'clock. I know.
We've been waiting.
Jezreel told me it was 11 now. Oh.
See, now I want you guys to understand.
I'm just going to run and get some water.
Now, you go get your water. That's okay because I'll get her to the other envelope. But I want to follow and stay with what you were saying, Brandy. And it's interesting because let me get the responses here. First of all, I'm going to back up because Mac Port Townsend watched and said, you have to be married to understand this. Nothing like coming home after a hard and your woman is pissed off because something she watched on the soaps. PNC endorses it and says, yes, you're right. Meaning we don't get any samples for effort. Also, Max says, now your woman is pissed off and you don't have a clue and no sex. Is that true? Of course, you're going to respond to that as well. Brandy's been crushing us. So here's the part. Now, Brandy, I want you to understand. This is hard. This is a hard one. It's that part where it says your woman is pissed off. Once you guys get pissed off, it lingers over into other fields of interest.
Of course.
How?
What is wrong with that? I try my hardest.
Right, now let me just say this. I'm not saying you shouldn't or shouldn't. Let me just say this for the guys. I'm not trying to say what you guys should do. I'm just saying, if you come in and you already recognize what's up because you know your girl, then you already kind of know the landscape of what's happening. Now the game is on. It's who's going to talk to whom, who's going to play it off, who's going to play like, or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So, is it inherently upon the woman who says, I am not happy to express, or better to say, man, figure it out?
Oh, goodness. If you're stewing on something, we're going to have to express it or it's going to linger on. So
Thank
you might
you.
as well face it head on.
Right.
Yeah. Unless you just want to hide in your bedroom for like a week or whatever. I know some people do that. All of a sudden a week goes by and then 2 weeks go by and then you're not talking and then it's just ugly.
And here's the part that usually gets lost in the mix. And I'm not saying that this is the case. If all of a sudden it's just like Brandy or any of us know the people close to us. He says, oh, they're pissed off. Well, you kind of know that. You may not know the particulars, but the next thing you do is you wait it out. So now you created another problem by, now I'm going to wait it out and play like I'm not paying attention to you so you can come and tell me. So now you start maybe debating and arguing or talking about that part of it before you get to the real part, and it keeps bundling on.
Then it's an ugly circle of just pure ugliness.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. And you know what? I think the fact that there's texting these days is great, especially for men and women, because you can think about what you said.
Right.
You've written it. When you're in each other's face and it gets heated, it could just get ugly. And then you're saying even more than you didn't even want to say.
Right.
So then the man is being scolded even more than he should be. So texting for me has been actually, I think, a good thing. Because
Okay.
I can think about it. I
Right.
can say it. And
Well, let me do this. I'm going to go on and repeat the part. PMC and Mac are already having a laugh-a-thon going on with what they're saying, just to back it up. And then I'm going to get Deveaux caught up on what we're doing so she can come up to speed. Deveaux, you're going to be sitting up there next to Brandy. You guys are going to be in what they call the dual coat. It's a ladies' day. That's really what it is.
Ladies' Day.
It's the ladies'
You want to sit
day.
in Mario's chair?
No.
Do you know how to run any of this?
She doesn't have to run anything.
I love the dress. Congrats. I'm cool.
They get their bonding moment right now.
Okay.
Okay, now let me just go on and devote.
Hello.
Oh, you ought to be ashamed. Don't be killing the mic. Get your headphones on.
Oh, God.
See, I know.
I was in the car for like 10 minutes because I thought I was early.
Yep.
I'm in the car. I'm
You
going.
thought you were early.
Yeah,
Thought
and
you
I'm
thought.
going. Well, I'll just bop in there, and you guys are already on and live. What's going on? How you guys?
Yeah.
Mac and PMC in the house.
Yeah, they're already there. They actually have already voted the type of woman you are, and don't worry about it. I'll keep it a secret.
You're like, what?
What kind of woman is that? Okay, I can answer that in case you guys got it wrong. I'm sensitive, loving, considerate, kind. What else am I?
I need to check my notes.
Right, exactly. I've been practicing it all week.
Okay, now let me do this real quick. I'm going to ramp up to speed. We have as much time as we have, so it's no rush on this. Bottom line is, PMC was responding to what we call the nature of relationships, and Brandy was bringing in Deveaux for the purpose of understanding what men can do and what do they need to do to give a woman what she wants. And we've gone into a number of different categories, so I'm responding right now to a subject that Brandy has couched. She says, I am not the greatest communicator. And she has admitted that that's what she does. Now, they're following suit saying, we can't guess what's going on if you're not communicating. So PMC said, if you come home and your woman got a funked up hairstyle and she's doing that mad cleaning and singing gospel tunes, run the other way. I love that. That's a great one, man. That's a great one.
So that's what his wife does?
That's exactly it. Mac is signing off on it saying or PMC is saying that's how Al Green got funked up with the hot grits. If you guys don't know the story about Al Green and getting the hot grits tossed on him, we'll get into that another day. Deveaux, to bring you up to speed, you're basically going to play this role of being what they call the woman's day. What you want to talk about, what you like to bring up. You're the host. I don't carry this show. I'm facilitating questions. Brandy's already said, I knew Brandy was going to come in and say, I'm going to talk about what men need to do. Because Brandy's already on that mission. And she chimes in so fast on this. She's sitting in the seat. She looks like she belongs there. And I got a funny feeling Mario's just lost his job. All right. So now, in the interim, guess what Brandy's doing? There's some envelopes right near you. They are random envelopes that deal with the empowerment of you. You get to pick an envelope to read it. It is reflecting what you would do and how it reflects your power.
Well,
now
they
hold
all
up.
say the same thing.
They say the same thing on the outside,
No, not on the inside.
not on the inside. So PMC and of course, that's so funny the way you're looking at it. PMC and Mac say, hey, what's up, D? Just to let you know they're welcoming
What's up, PMC and Mac? Hey.
you. Now you're going to open up an envelope and you're going to read it off. You cannot read it to yourself. You have to read it out
I
loud.
look like I have Mickey Mouse ears on today.
That's all right. You look great.
That's so funny. It had a different poof this morning. Okay.
What, you calling it a poof?
Well, it was a poof this morning. Now it's more like ears, but
Okay.
it's okay.
Okay, now you read off that wonderful envelope. It kind of breaks. Well, let me just say breaks. You can't read it to yourself. You got to read it out loud.
Yeah. You're not even allowed to cheat. You're not allowed to pre-read.
You can't do it. Read it.
Yum Yum.
No, say the whole thing.
Yum Yum Island.
Okay.
Yum Yum Island.
Okay, this is you now. You're on Yum Yum Island.
I'm on Yum Yum Island with no food, vegetables. Yeah, it better be vegetables.
Read it.
Plant life and natural spring water. Okay, that's pretty intense. I wake up the next day with my most hated ex-boyfriend. Oh my God, I'm getting a visual. And a horse on the island. I must eat to survive. Which one of us ends up on the dinner plate?
That's a good one.
It is?
I'm trying to be positive. If you know, I'm positive Polly.
Okay.
Right. That's
All right, PH.
Now, Deveaux.
What?
That's your experience. Read it again.
No, I don't need to read again.
Please
Yum
read.
Yum Island, and there's no food,
Deveaux?
vegetable, plant life, and I wake up next to my hated ex-boyfriend and a horse.
Right.
I gotta eat something. Who is on the plate?
Wait a minute. I tell you what's even better.
Can I open another
Wait a
envelope?
minute. I tell you what. Here's a better one. You want to discuss it with Brandy so you can come up with an answer?
Well, I'm not a cannibal. That's what they call them,
And
right?
I don't eat meat.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Oh, I got an idea.
You only have those choices. You can't install anything else.
You're not allowed to eat bugs.
There's,
You're not allowed to eat anything off the ground.
PMC, I'm not going to tell you what PMC is saying. Deveaux, you're on an island.
No, God, the X is barbecue. Oh my God.
Okay, it's you. It's no plant life, no vegetables, only natural spring water, no food. You, your most hated ex-boyfriend, and a horse. Who gets served up for dinner?
You gotta eat that boyfriend. I don't know.
Poor horsey.
Wait a minute. This is your power. See,
No, you know what I mean. The honest to God truth. Just joking aside, of course, we would have to kill the horse and eat it. But you know, I would, because me and my ex-boyfriend that I don't like anymore are on this island together. Once we kill the horse, we eat up the horse. I'm still left there with my boyfriend.
so which one is your choice?
Maybe I should eat the boyfriend.
I'm just saying.
And then I can ride off with the horse.
Yes. Exactly. At least you have someone, a companion. That's funny.
Wait a minute. So I want to give PMC props.
What is
he
PMC?
said, well, PMC said the X is barbecue.
And you have to survive.
You have
so.
to survive. I love it. You know what? I told you. See, my whole point is this. You're actually looking at surviving, and I'm going, what looks tastier? And I think since none of us know what it's like to really starve, and that your body craves nourishment, you really can't think in the mindset you are right now. But you know what? Honestly, that horse start looking real good, don't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to eat a human being, so I would probably have to eat the horse, but I would have long thoughts.
You're gonna go.
Okay, good. All right. Now, Brandy, we can go to the next envelope, or we can pick it up from your next requirement of what men should do to make their soulmate happy. What would you like
Next
to do?
requirement.
Yes.
How many requirements have I gone over?
You got two good solid ones. You got a third that evolved, but really you got two that's so far. So is there anything else a man should do, especially with the existing relationship? We're not talking about just now dating. We're talking about that you guys already know each other. So something I gave you, what's the first thing that men should do? And you said more time.
Yeah, PMC said, be honest, Brandy.
I'm always honest.
So very good. So what would be number two?
Oh, goodness. Oh, my gosh. Okay, I was about to say take me shopping because I need some clothes right now.
See, this is not
That's
fair.
not like-
That's not fair.
He's all, be honest. Oh, gosh. Clean up after me.
Wow. Are you serious? All right.
You're like, no.
Okay.
No. What should a man do? What do you think? I'm bringing Deveaux in right.
And I think that he should massage me from head to toe.
Now you're talking.
Okay, here we go. I got it.
So
If you're getting scolded, start massaging me. That's what you need to do.
oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. Let me just say this. Let me find out that.
While the scolding is happening, you should start massaging.
Wait a minute. Honestly,
Yeah.
You guys, you young ladies, have been in positions where the man has been disappointing, or you've been disappointed with, and he began to come to you physically. Be honest. Did it really work at the time that you really was upset, or did it engage you? Be honest now.
Well, it depends what I'm upset about because, like, I'm very touchy. Like, if I do my guy's hair, usually they have long hair, and if I'm doing his hair and he goes out and gets his hair done by somebody else and he didn't, like, refer to me and I'm the one taking care of his hair because this has actually happened, I got really upset, right? And he was trying to calm me down, so he reached to touch my shoulder and I was like, get back, don't touch me. It was like, oh, sorry.
Maybe start with the feet.
Yeah, right. And I couldn't believe I was responding like that, and I was just cutting him off like, don't touch me. So I don't know, maybe the massage thing would be kind of strange, but I think the attempt would be good. And then, you know, once I kind of chilled out a little bit, you know, then I would need a massage, right? I mean, you know.
Well, especially if they come for something else. They need to get you calmed down, give you a
Exactly.
massage, get you ready.
Because you're not going to get anything right now. That's like,
So-
but you know what also is a really good thing to do too?
What is that?
Get down on your knees and tell me how much sorry you are.
Wait a minute. Okay, wait a
I'm
minute.
sorry me. I'm begging you to
Okay.
please forgive me.
Look,
I would probably start laughing and feel better.
So what you're saying is this. Okay. I already got the message. I'm just trying to interpret. That coming to rub, touch you, really is not going to work because then you all of a sudden react emotionally at the eye of the storm. See, you're logical now. But when the moment's happening, all right,
Exactly. You're like,
so right now, being logical is you're very objective. But at the moment, because I know how I am, so you know how you are when you say, this will work if you do this. Be honest. Coming to you physically, are you a physical, receptive woman and when you are mad as hell? Or are you to get the hell away from me, leave for a couple hours? What kind of woman are you, Deveaux?
Oh, I never want him to leave when I'm mad.